And there we have it.
All right.
Okay, so you have to behave yourself, Bruce.
I'll try my best.
Mm.
There you go.
Okay, so it's 7 o'clock, and do you want to
It
get this
is.
pony show on the road?
Certainly will start the pony show on the road. Okay, good night, everyone. I am Vashti, and I'm your facilitator for the evening. Now, tonight we're looking at LinkedIn club page. And this session is to help you complete or build or start your LinkedIn page. Now, at this time, my aim is not to promote LinkedIn by any means, but in case you still need convincing, I have some information for you. Okay, so I am Vashti, as stated, and I'll just share one thing with you. I am a lifelong learner. Therefore, I'm never bored because there's always something for me to learn. And like everything else, if I don't know it, I know there's always someone I can source it from. Or the greatest tool to figure it out is the internet. So like learning LinkedIn, that's what I did. And I'm just going to make it easier on you how to figure your way around LinkedIn and create your club page. All right, so let's get to it. Now I have a little joke I'm going to share with you. This is Kent Graham who shared it. I think my career is on the decline. I just got an email from LinkedIn that said, grocery bagger and 8 other jobs for you. Now that you're relaxed, let's get into it. Now, the objective of this evening's session is for my participants, our participants, to create their Toastmasters LinkedIn club page. Now, if you're still undecided, I promise you, I have help for you. There are 6 reasons why you should have a LinkedIn company page. In this case, it's not a company, it's a club, but we can substitute. Now, what is LinkedIn? Don, would you be so kind? What's your idea of LinkedIn?
Yeah, thank you. So I looked at LinkedIn. It's basically your personal professional brand or your company's professional brand with other professionals, a social media platform that generally is not so much for having fun and talking about sports and family and things of that nature. It's a platform that allows professional individuals to find each other, to link up with each other, share ideas, and basically have a really strong form of networking.
Awesome. That's exactly what it is. Elton, Bruce, do you want to chip in here? Do you have any idea how you think of it? Okay, there you go, Elton.
There on LinkedIn, there is a strong educational program where you can introduce yourself to thousands of educational seminars, webinars available to you at an additional fee. I can tell you that they are short, sweet, and excellent.
Absolutely. So, Bruce?
I'm very non-LinkedIn savvy. I do have an account with LinkedIn, but I don't use it to its vast potential where I should be and that, but my resume or my job experience is listed on there. I just don't know how to do stuff, but I've been told through my Toastmasters workshop meetings and stuff that to have a LinkedIn club page is apparently beneficial, and that's what I'm after.
right. Thanks, Bruce. Nice to have you. Awesome. So at the
Thank you.
end of the session, you can tell me how we did and how ready you are to finish your club profile page. Okay, I think we have Erin here. Erin. And we have Grace. Welcome, Grace. Grace, you want to share anything you know about LinkedIn?
Hello, hi, this is Grace.
Nice to have you, Grace. Do you have any background information on LinkedIn?
I do.
Okay, good. You want to share?
Share the screen.
No, your thoughts on LinkedIn. All right, I think I've lost Grace there. All right, so what is LinkedIn? So one, Don has given us a background. It's the largest professional network. So all professionals, you want to network, you want to find your peers, that's where you go. You connect right there with peers. Two, it has hundreds of millions of members. So there's no need to complain that I cannot find persons in my field anymore. They're right there at your fingertips. Three, the mission is to connect world's professionals. So now it's global. You're no longer limited to your geographical location. Four, it's to make its members more productive and successful. Now, here's the thing about LinkedIn. You can benefit from its platform without paying. But if you want heightened services, more direct services, then of course you'd have to pay for that. But tonight, you don't have to worry about paying because you can afford to have free services and use it to create your page. Now, before you create your club page, there are two things that you're supposed to have. One, you should have already set up your personal page and it should be at least 7 days old. So I guess everybody here, can I see a show of hands if everybody has their LinkedIn, personal LinkedIn page? All right, good. All right, awesome. So we're in business. So once you have your page for 7 days and you have connections, then you should be fine. Now, if you don't have a personal page, when you get the slides, you can just click here, I do not have a personal profile, and it will take you step by step how to create your personal profile page for LinkedIn. Is that awesome? So now it's time to create your LinkedIn page. Now, I am the person who loves to read for myself. I don't like videos. Videos are not my best instructional tools. No, everyone is like me. I like it just clean like this. 1, 2, 3, I'll get it done. So I have this page for persons who are similar to me, who will just like to see things, read it, and follow and get it out of the way. Now, for those persons who like step by step and need to see as you go along with examples, I have that for you too. So let's get right into it. So the first step to creating the page is to click on the work icon. See, if you follow my mouse, I'm hovering on the work icon. So it's in the top right corner of your LinkedIn homepage. So it has all of these little dots, 9 squares over here, and that's the work icon. You will remember that one, and you're getting the slide. It's page by page. You will see it, easy step. Step 2, after clicking the work icon, at the bottom, you're going to see create a company page. You select that. And that's it. You're right, you're getting there. You've done 2 steps already. Step 3, select the page type. Now, in this case, your page type is going to be small business. I don't think you're going to go for medium. You can do a showcase page or educational institution. You're not doing educational institution, sorry, and you're not doing medium to large. But you can also create a showcase page. And it would be the same steps you're following as creating the small business. I'll just explain in detail later on the difference between a showcase and a small business page. Now, I know I go fast. Are you okay so far with the instructions?
There is, Grace has her hand raised.
Okay, Grace?
I'm good. I'm good. No questions.
All right, thanks so much, Grace. And thanks, Bruce. Thanks for being my eyes and ears out there while I
You're
can't
welcome.
see everything. Okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
Grace, if you want to lower your raised hand, that would be probably beneficial.
All right. So once you have selected small business or showcase page, those are the two pages you're likely going to be working with. Two options, I should say. The next step, you're going to fill in the details of your club. So now you're going to give the identity or the unique information of your club. Once that's completed, step 4 is done. It's time to move to step 5. And at step 5, you're just going to check the verification box. And basically you're saying to LinkedIn, I have permission on behalf of my organization to create this page. Once you tick that, it's time to go to step 6. But oops, you got an error message. It sometimes happens. So why would it happen? If you do this, it means that you did not meet the page creation requirements. So you may have to do a few steps back. One, it could have been that you have exceeded the number of pages you can create. So it means you can't create any more. And it's hyperlinked. You will get instruction on how many pages you can create there. 2, the page already exists. So if the page exists, it simply means you need to find who is there as administrator and have them add you as administrator to the page. And 3, you do not have enough connections. So it means that you have not been functioning well on LinkedIn. So it means that the chain, the links are broken. So you need to attach more links to yourself. And that's easy. Just go in and search for some of your classmates, some of your co-workers, and send them a request, and that's it, you're linked. Now, if you want more information on what are the requirements for adding a LinkedIn company page, here's a hyperlink, and it will take you there and provide you with more explanation. Any questions so far? Okay, good. I like the sound of that. And finally, you get to the sixth step, which is it's time to create your club page. And by that, it means that now you're super admin and you're functioning in an administrative position right now. So as a super admin, you're going to check your meters. Have you completed all the pages? Did you fulfill all the requirements? And that is what you will do as super admin. So it gives you prompts. If you're not, you have steps that it will tell you that you need to do to complete your page. Now it also provides you with meters. And that is what you check. Have you put in all your information? What do you need to add to complete it? And that's the best step to follow every time to ensure that your LinkedIn page is functioning well and will get the attention that you want it to get. So when you're trying to check, why is it persons are not joining your club? Why is it you're not popping up? Go back here and check your meters. Part of step 6, the other one is action cards. Now your action cards is going to tell you which areas that are incomplete for your page. You may not put in your industry, you may not put in your company size, your website URL, your logo, your description, that kind of thing. So these are all things that's going to help you to complete your page. Now to scroll.
Sorry, question.
Certainly, Bruce.
What would you, for the previous slide, what would you put in for the street address if you are 100% virtual online club?
I've never thought of that one. But you know what, Bruce, I'm going to take your email. I will search it for you and I will definitely shoot it over to you. Because I'm thinking of my club that has a street address. We're just
Yeah.
online at the moment.
Yeah,
But
technically,
I've never thought of that one.
yeah,
So let
technically,
me,
we do have street addresses according to our website with TI. But one of my clubs is going to stay online virtually and not sure what to do.
all right, Bruce. So, you know, so you want to know what happened if you are strictly,
I mean, I guess we could put in a
Online.
fake address.
yeah. You could, but I won't comment there. Are we getting an answer from Grace?
Can we leave it empty? I mean, the street.
I think technically for now, but it's just going to show that it's incomplete. When you're going through your meter, your profile meter, it's going to indicate that this information needs to be filled out. It's missing.
So that means we have to enter something.
Not
And then-
necessarily that you have to answer at the same time, but it's just going to be there to remind you that it needs to be done. But I'm going to look in, but I think maybe we could actually put online for now. It's just not going to give you a map because generally when you put the address, it pops up the map. But I will
So you're
find out,
gonna-
Bruce.
So you're
Sorry.
gonna basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna just leave the street address, just leave it blank. Because, well, there is no street address, and where your website URL is would be where you would put your Zoom link, because that's how people would be able to connect to you, since there is no street address.
For the website URL, I think that would be, I would have put it there. I would have put the Zoom link right there, because that is where you put your club
Website, whether it's
website address.
Easy Speak, Free Toast House, or
Right.
something, yeah.
Right. That's what I would put there. Because on your website, you would actually have directions. You would say if it's online, etc. So persons would actually see the description of your club right there too, and they will know where you're located. Okay. All right, but Bruce, I will ask that question. I will research it and get back to you.
Thank you.
You are most welcome. Now, this page is just to show you how to scroll through when you're building your page. That is to go through your actions. What needs to be done, you scroll using the arrows up, down, and they're here. So you'll have this to show you what to do. Now we're going to look at, I'm just going to give you, before I go into this page, which is basically to explain the difference between a LinkedIn page, between the club page and your showcase page. Are there any questions? Does it seem complicated so far? Does it seem like it's something that you could actually go through step by step and get it all the way 1, 2, 3? Now that's what I want. Thank you. Awesome.
Oh, just really quickly,
Mhm.
is there a situation, so we're talking club pages here. Is there a situation that a club would want to do a showcase page?
Absolutely.
Okay,
All right, so stay tuned and then ask me.
Okay.
Then you won't have to ask me, you'll tell me, Donna.
all right, all right.
All right, okay. So for the club page, so the club page basically highlights the entire club. Everything about the club goes on the club page. And it highlights all the services we offer, leadership, speaking, whatever, all of it goes there. And so here you give all the in-depth information about your club. So you want to talk about your demographic, if you're trying to target a particular demographic into your club, no problem. So you could give that background, because persons maybe want to go where they're familiar, they see familiar faces, who know. Now here, if you're targeting a certain set of people, suppose you're targeting entertainers, you're targeting persons who are business minded, then you're going, you can do that. Or you can take it from there and put that on your showcase page. So the showcase page generally target one service. So for example, it will not replace the club page. So you're having an open house, that's what you use your showcase page for. You're advertising your speakers of the month, that is what you use your showcase page for. Suppose you're the club that highlights your speaker, the Toastmaster of the month, the best evaluator for the month, then you use your showcase page. Sir, go ahead, Bruce.
So after the example, you've got an upcoming open house, you can do a showcase page. Once the open house is over, is it easy enough to remove that showcase page?
Yes,
Or-
I think you can delete the page.
Okay,
Yes, I think so, but I don't have the step, but I'll get it, that for you too. So let me write it down, yes. Because there's a limit to how many pages you can have at a time. Because once you pass your maximum, which is 25, it's not going to allow you, give you permission to create another page. So let's say, so that's basically the difference between your showcase and your club page. So the club page is for everybody and everything. The showcase is targeted. Now, this is the last page, which is tips for creating your page. So I have a best practice tip for you, and you can just click on it. And this is LinkedIn, give you some best tips for creating your creating great company pages or club pages, as I should say. It also have the limit, how many pages you can have, how to improve it, and in-depth information on your showcase page. Now, tonight's session was supposed to be really a practical thing. As I was going through, you would be doing the same thing. So I have come to the end of my session. So it's time for you to ask me questions. But before you ask me questions, Don, was your question answered?
There we go. Yeah, yes, it was. Yes.
Okay, great. Now, Don, could you step by step, using this, create your own club page for LinkedIn?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, awesome.
Going to make it work. Yeah.
All right. All right, so it's time to pose any other additional questions you may have. Come on, it wasn't that easy.
I'm good. I'm like you, Vashti. I like step-by-step instructions because I'm not tech savvy enough, but I will definitely go through this and literally take it step by step. Is the slide presentation being sent to us, or so that we have access to the hyperlinks or whatever those things are called?
Certainly, I'm going to turn them over to Elton or Don. Don, do I email it to you?
You email it to both of us. Yeah.
Okay, and then you will forward it out.
You can forward it on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
all right, awesome. So your answer there is yes, Bruce. All right, thanks, Elton. Now, here's the thing. I think about one of the things that popped in my head. I was going to do a slide on it, but I didn't, because the intention was really to make it practical, so your page would be finished tonight. So that is what I was hoping for, that each attendant would actually be able to create their LinkedIn club page tonight. Now, one of the questions I'm thinking, or one of the areas I'm thinking is, what do you post? What do you post on LinkedIn? And for your showcase page, let's start with the showcase. Showcase is easy. I know District 6 is having their open house this month. Now is the season, and right there, perfect, open house. And the same flyer that you create for Facebook, the same flyer you create for any other platform, same one you can post on LinkedIn. Did you say District 60 has open house month this month? Isn't it? That's what I was told.
It's not until April.
It's not until, my bad. Thanks for correcting me, April. So
Yes.
right here, make use of that opportunity. Because the more platform you can use, the more persons you can grab. So think of when you create your profile page, think of also creating your showcase page for your club open house. Another one, I gave you another example. You could actually post for your speech, upcoming speech competition. Could go on your showcase page. And the winner of your club, you could create another page. So it's always think of it, and then for your main page, talk about your club. What has your club done? Who are you hosting this month? That kind of thing. So, or you could depend if you're going to create a niche. So anytime you think of a niche service, think of showcase club, showcase page. When it's general, like you're just writing about communication, suppose you have somebody did one of your members wrote an article on communication, then of course you link it to your page also, to your company page. Because that now is also selling the club. So somebody did great speech, same thing, link it to your page. Because that way you're selling and getting your club out there. All right, any other questions? I don't think there's not something you don't understand. I'm begging for questions tonight. All right, there you go, Bruce.
Once you have a page done up for the club or showcase page, who sees it? How does word get out about that this page exists?
You make it, you're going to put the word out there, Bruce, via your club.
Via my club.
Yes, so this is how you do it. Via LinkedIn, you're going to get it out there. So you're going to use your connections because you're connected to people. So you're going to link with other persons, right?
Okay.
So you follow them. That's one. You have persons within your network, and persons search when they go on LinkedIn.
Okay.
They're searching for, so it's what you put on your page that is going to take in a little bit of Google Analytics, but it's basically what you put that you know people will be looking for. So you think about it, you're in the speaking business, you can go on Google and you can search for speakers and you can reach out to them, you can follow them that way. So, and if they post something, you could always follow them. So that way you're marketing yourself on LinkedIn. You're marketing the club after, not necessarily yourself, but the club.
On my personal LinkedIn page, I can reference the club page.
Yes, because you follow that, you follow your own club.
Okay, yeah.
And that way your connections will also see the club.
Okay. It's a little bit still over my head, but I will hopefully understand it as I go along.
As we go along, we could probably do other series, how to make the connections, but it's called LinkedIn because just like Facebook, I am friend with you, you're friend of,
yeah.
Let's say you are, because in your club profile, all the members there, you're setting up like a business, who's the president name is on there, your public relations vice president of public relations name is there. So when they have connections, and it's their connections who will also connect to the club because she's connected to the club.
Mm-hmm.
And so the chain goes, and every time you post, if you post something about your club, the winner of the District 60 speech contest,
mm-hmm.
and persons endorse, and when persons endorse their network, you see, you'll get a notification, endorse so-and-so. So that way you're selling the club. So it's what you post that's going to sell your club. The club doesn't get connected if you're not doing anything.
Right.
So once you post, so think of trying at least maybe once per week, like after a meeting, before the meeting.
Do a post of, or promotional post of some sort.
Right.
Yeah.
And if anybody does a great speech, anybody who did a great presentation from
mm-hmm.
your club, ask them, would you want us to put your work out there and link it back to the club?
Yeah.
So that way you're attracting persons, because here's the thing now, people are going to start following your club.
Yeah.
Because especially if it was a great piece and I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, this was a great speaker. I wonder if this person want to speak up, come to our meeting or whatever and do a speech for us or do a presentation for us. Then the connection starts. And that's why if you listen to the name of it, LinkedIn, think of a chain. That's how I tend to process LinkedIn in my head. It's a chain, and one person I link to, you have one link here, then the next one, which are next link. So your connections are your link, and that's how you market the club.
Right.
So just try to post and make sure that you two go on and connect. That is why LinkedIn, if you don't have connections, you're not able to create the club page.
Yeah. No, I've got a ton of connections.
Awesome.
I just don't know how to use LinkedIn the way it should be used.
Okay, then you know what, Bruce, I owe you. I owe you a session then on how to use LinkedIn for your club.
Okay.
Because the aim was really to get the page going,
Yeah.
to create the page. So the next step now is how you do that. So I owe you that session.
Okay. I'll attempt it with the stuff that I have provided and here. Plus, with the file being sent, I'll have access to the hyperlinks. Is that the correct word to use?
Yes.
Okay. Access to those and stuff. So I've got 2 clubs that I want to get up on LinkedIn, and I'll definitely make an attempt at my Tuesday club first, and then if that's successful, then I'll create one for my Wednesday club.
Okay, awesome. So here's what I'll do. I'll make a promise to you. Since open house is April,
yeah.
I have March. I'll give you the presentation sometime in March on how to maximize LinkedIn. But you have to create the club. You have to create your page first.
Yeah. Well, I've got my own account. I just have to create the club one. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So as soon as you create the club one, so I'm giving you a month, 6 weeks in which to create the club one, then we can talk about how to utilize it.
Okay.
Sounds like a deal?
Sounds like a deal.
Awesome. All right, if there is no more question for me, and you all understood how to create the page and the difference between your club page and your showcase page, then I think that's it for me. Until next time, when we look at how to maximize your LinkedIn account, maximize your LinkedIn club page.